Hello, my name is Resurgent, and today we are playing Ouija. This is a short horror experience where you talk to a spirit through a Ouija board, brought to you by Joseph Whitehead. This is available on itch.io, and it definitely grabbed my attention because I like to hunt ghosties. So we'll see how nice this ghostie is gonna be. Made in 48 hours for Ludum Dar 53. Let's get into it. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. In a handbasket, on our own 2 feet, in a body bag, oh, how are we going to be delivered? I feel like it'd be a Uber Eats gone bad, if you get what I mean. Wow, it is really dark in here. The atmosphere is really nice. I kind of recognize this asset. Seen it a lot, or something similar, in Phasmophobia. I'm a Phasmophobia fan. Do we have like a reflection? There's a little bit of a reflection going on, but I don't see myself, so that's a little interesting. Oh, that's too much sensitivity. I have an issue with sensitivities and mouses in some of these games. Sometimes it's like just right, and other times it's not enough. We have a very, very small room. Can I interact with that? No. I'm stuck in this room. That is an older model fan, and I kind of like it because it gives a certain vibe. Now, if I wanted to have a purely quiet sleeping experience, I'd be like, baseball bat? Baseball bat. I don't think I'd want that to be grinding. That, and if it shorts or something like that, it could blow a breaker. I'd be like, I'm sorry, I like the ambience, but it's gotta go. It almost looks like there's a floor above us. That might just be the lighting. Anywho, coming to E to use. Oh, call out to the other side. Okay. So we can leave it if stuff happens. Well, let's get into it. Excuse me. Call out to the other side. Take a look around. Well, there's different lights now. I wonder if that picture's gonna change. It's almost midnight. It's always great to do this stuff at midnight or close to, don't you think? Don't you think? Great for survival chances, great for, if you can't hear the sarcasm dripping off of every one of my words, you're watching the wrong streamer. Alright, nothing much has changed. Is anybody there? Yes! Oh boy. What is your name? A B I G A I L. Abigail. Abigail. Now that's a good ghost name. That's a good ghost name. Is that Abigail? Are we like in Abigail's house? I'd be curious as to our arrival to this place. Whether or not we own the place, or whether or not we were brought here to investigate after some weird occurrences have gone down. I'm not sure if Ouija boards are immediately this responsive, but I imagine that it would be a rarity that they're really responsive like this, with the exception of a very active household. How old are you? 17. Very young. I wonder, how did you die? Killed? Okay. Killed. That's a rough way to go. And I'm leaving the Ouija board to take a look around just to see if stuff happens while we're doing this session, like if anything comes alive. Do you remember who killed you? No. By the way, it's a very good idea to end your sessions anytime that you have to walk away from a Ouija board. From what I hear, I would never ever touch a Ouija board myself in real life. There's just too much Too much. There's lore in it from my family's cultural history, where anytime that you talk with any of these entities, it's hardly a good idea unless you absolutely need to. Do you remember how? Like, it's a last-ditch resort. You don't want them coming back and haunting you or following you. And do you know where you are? Dark. Oh no. Dark, cold, dark, cold. Dark and cold. See if anything's changed. Nothing has changed. Lost a skit. Can I just leave? No, it's not an option. Are you alone? No. Oh, and that's when we go goodbye. Now it's a little after. Oh, time is going. I wonder what would happen if we just, you know, let time go. Who are you with? Bad. Oh, well, it doesn't like it. It don't like it. Let's take a look at that glass, shall we? I don't like how that mannequin is ominously looking. It's looking at me menacingly. Where'd that glass go? I don't know where the glass went. Are they here now? Yes. Oh no. Are you in danger? No. Well, she's already dead. That's why. Am I in danger? Yes. Well. Have a seat. Have a seat, my dude. What are they? Demon. It's a demon. Which means that it will hunt at any time. It doesn't give a damn what your sanity is. It's going to hunt you at any time. Uh-oh. 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 Spaghetti-o. Oh god, that's a flashing light. Dang. Oh, that. He wants to sit over here, I guess. Anything changed? Not really. Is there something reflective? See, you can catch some things in reflections too, from what I understand. I have not experienced this stuff myself, and I really don't want to. Time is going rather slow. Are they stuck there with you? I can barely see that. I can barely see that. No. Of course they're not. Are they coming for me? Goodbye. Oh. Well, I guess that, the power of Jesus! I have the power of Jesus! You shall burn! You! That's right! That's right! That's right! Crucifix prevents a hunt. Prevents one hunt, and then I can get out of here. Come on! Go away! Go away! The power of cross... Oh no. Compels you. Ouija. Okay. That's pretty cool. I like that. I like that there's no, like, sudden scares. There's a tension build-up. I like the sound design. It definitely keeps you on edge and it immerses you. That was an excellent short horror experience. It was a little darker than I would have liked, but that also adds to the ambience and stuff like that. Like, it'd be hard for folks to see if you don't turn up the brightness or anything like that. For a game that was made in 48 hours, with this amount of detail and attention to lighting, focusing on a very specific thing, I very, very much enjoyed this experience without getting my ears blown out or anything like that. It just kind of, it led you on to the point where it's like, okay, something bad's gonna go down and this ain't gonna be good for me. So thank goodness there was a crucifix to prevent a hunt there. Because it would have been bad otherwise. I wonder what would happen if we did not. So I'm going to go back through and play it again, and then I'll share a couple more thoughts after I do a second playthrough. So this was in response to the question that we missed, which was, have you passed to the other side? And this is the response. Stuck here. How are you stuck? Be, they, there. Their prison. Oh no. Their prisoner. Who's prisoner? Bad. Oh boy. So that was a very interesting part of the story there. Alright, so this would be the end of the session. Are they coming for me? And we're gonna see what happens. Goodbye. It's not good when the ghosts say goodbye. We're just gonna pick that up and we're not gonna use it. What's gonna happen? Hello. How are you? Am I in your space? I'm in your space, ain't I? Ain't I? I'm in your space. Oh, I shouldn't do that. Well, what happens when I don't use this? It's just staring at me. We're having a stare down. We are having a stare down. I don't know if this is going to be RIP headphone user, which is what I am, but we're going to find out here real soon. Well, are you coming for me or not? I don't think there's too many endings to this game. So, it might be that I just have to use it. Because otherwise he's gonna stare me to death. Creepy demon. Yeah, you're gonna stare me to death, ain't ya? What time it be? Where's the time? Can't see the time. Can I just leave? No. No. Oh, that's a neat feature. So when you look away from it, the crucifix changes color. So it's white and then it turns red next to the dude. Alright, well. The power! The power! It works against you! It's in your nose! Yeah, so there's no other ending to my understanding. I could just set it and leave it for a few minutes and see what happens, but I don't think it gets you. You just gotta make it go away. It'd be interesting if some of these pictures had changed. Can you see it in the reflection? No. No, it's not existent. There we go. Interesting. Yeah, so there was no other ending to Ouija. We just kind of had a little bit of a stare off with the entity, which in and of itself can be very creepy. You ever stick around in a place that you ought not be, and you just sit there, and you sit there, and you sit there, and nothing happens. But you think that something's gonna happen. That anticipation. Anticipation is something that will get you every time, with the exception of when you anticipate correctly, which is a luck. It's a shot in the dark. Unless you're 99.9% sure that something's going to happen, anticipating something, you might be half right, you might be half wrong. Most of the time you're wrong. In that case, it might be an 80, like an 80-20, 80 being mostly wrong, and then 20% being right. I don't know. I'm just pulling those statistics out of my butt, for example. So take that with a grain of salt, but you get what I mean. You get what I mean. I did enjoy this. Good lighting, good detailed assets, The reflections, I kind of wish that they were worked on a little bit, seeing your own reflection and then seeing an entity's reflection to really fully immerse somebody in, like say if somebody were to play this in VR, that would be most excellent. It's also something that I don't see done a whole lot in different games where there is a reflection of your primary character, of your protag. So maybe working on that, if you decided to continue to work on this here, Joe, that would be amazing. Otherwise, I think this is a very well done game for the amount of time that you made it in. And I would like a little bit more story. I'm always going to be one for sticklers on a little bit of a backstory, like maybe a couple details here, like a sticky note or a diary that you could read a couple pages in explaining, oh, today I felt something dark in my house, and then the next page being, oh no, it's here, or they're here, or something like that. That would just, you know, put a little bit of a cherry on top of that sundae for me. Either which way, I thoroughly enjoyed this, and I look forward to playing the next few games from this developer. Anywho, thank you for joining me on this playthrough of Ouija. This is available on itch.io. My name is Surgeon, and we'll catch you on the next one.